We're about ready to watch the 2-0 Falcons battle it out with the 1-1 Seahawks, and unfortunately, the Dolphins had a heartbreaking loss that made them fall to 0-3, and the Rams improved to 2-1. They thought they had the win there, but the Rams had other plans for them, and we'll have more on that at halftime. Falcons got home field advantage. But they are in their alternate jerseys, same as the Falcons. The Falcons and Seahawks in their alternate jerseys, and we are underway from Wembly Stadium here in London. Not sure how to pronounce that, but here's the returner for the Seahawks. And the Seahawks lost in Week 1, 24-14 at home. Last week, they win 58 to, I can't even remember, at home in the finale. And now they're playing the 2-0 Falcons here in London. The Falcons blew out their last two opponents, the Cowboys and Colts, and they'll be looking to potentially blow out the Seahawks tonight. Meanwhile, the Seahawks are looking to hand the Falcons their first loss of the season. Here's Wilson. Fires, pass caught, that's Chris Carson, and he's stopped.
Wilson's pass complete to Chris Carson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's
second and inches. Hands it to Carson. He has the first down. And he's going to be stopped at the 46.
Carson. And that's good for us Seahawks. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Pass caught.
Wilson's pass complete to David Moore. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
Pass almost intercepted, intended for
Wilson's
Olsen.
Pass intended for Greg Olsen, incomplete. A.J. Terrell on the cover.
And if you're the Seahawks, you do not want to start the season 1-2, especially after winning your last game. Because if they lose, they gotta be on the road.
That's another Seahawks.
Just like the Falcons.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And that's batted away and incomplete, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
Olsen, incomplete. A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
After Week 5, it will be, that's intercepted by the Falcons, but after Week 5, it will just be the Pro Bowl and
Wilson's pass intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10.
It'll just be the Pro Bowl
44-yard
and
line.
Mexico. As Ryan goes to work, quick pass to Gurley. He fumbles and the Seahawks recover.
Ryan's pass complete. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
So Ryan not too happy. That's how his first drive ended. Russell Wilson's in it with an interception, and Tyler Lockett with the catch.
Lockett. And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Lockett with the first down.
Lockett. And that's good for a Seahawks.
The Seahawks are looking to hand the Falcons their first loss of the season. They said that's their plan coming into this game. Meanwhile, batted away and incomplete. Lockett kind of runs into the defender there.
Intended for DK.
Now talk about the Falcons though. Last season, not even make the playoffs. and the season before that having a championship stolen from them by the Bills in overtime. So they've had a couple of heartbreakers there. Could they be a team to rebound from that and go back to the playoffs? There's a touchdown. Metcalf caught it, one-handed.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
And that is good. That makes it 7-0.
Good. Makes the score Seahawks 7, Falcons nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers kicks off, and the Falcons will go back to work. Hopefully they don't fumble again. And a lot of the teams, just because they go 1-1 does not mean they're safe from starting the season 1-2.
26-yard line.
So far, 2 teams will start their season 0-3. And we'll have to see if those teams can get a win next week.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Wow, a couple of nice passes there by Matt Ryan.
That's good for a Falcons. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hands it to, passes to Julio Jones. He breaks free. For the moment, it is a touchdown, but multiple flags down.
Receiver downfield, offense.
Oh, man. So it's not a touchdown, an ineligible receiver downfield, and Julio is not happy about that. Meanwhile, Gurley runs, and it'll be 2nd and 15.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15.
Quick pass over the middle. Hurst has it. Oh, they spike it.
Complete to Hayden Hurst.
Matt Ryan said that was not his intention, but he wanted to stop the clock. He wanted to stop from... Just wanted to stop the clock. Meanwhile, he tries to take advantage of that, but he's picked off in the end zone. As time expires in the first, so 7-0. Seahawks lead overseas, and they have possession of the ball after that interception. Pass incomplete, almost intercepted.
Wilson's pass. Intended for Chris Carson. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Wilson hands this off to Chris Carson. Carson is stopped.
Chris Carson on the carry.
3rd and 6.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Wilson looking, fires down the field, passes incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
And the Seahawks will have to punt.
For the Seahawks.
So nothing off the interception for the Seahawks, and that's good news for the Falcons, as at least they'll have the ball just down 7. That ineligible receiver downfield took a potential touchdown out of Julio Jones's hands. And now he'll be looking for, hopefully, another touchdown. But, well, a touchdown, but this time a real touchdown, as he gets a first down there.
Julio Jones. That's good for a Falcons.
Ryan made it clear coming into this game he does not want to join the list of undefeated teams, or defeated teams, I mean. he's on the list of undefeated teams, and throwing an interception is not going to help any.
Pass intercepted.
That'd be bad news if you're the home team too and you lose.
35-yard line.
Carson's dropped, so loss of 3. That's good defense.
Grady Jarrett on the stop. Brought down back at the 32. Wilson's pass complete to Nick Valor. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Wilson and the Seattle defense have a touchdown already. He passed to DK Metcalf for that touchdown. Meanwhile, there's an incomplete pass on 3rd down. And that brings up 4th down. Pete Carroll does not know what to think, as Dixon will punt this one away. And even if no team scores any points this quarter, coming out of that locker room, they could score some more. For the moment, he gets free for a better gain. And hopefully Ryan can get them down the field and at least tie this game. Ryan looking, fires, passes, caught by Julio Jones. Jones tries to get free. He does to the 2. So he was shy of the end zone. And that sets the Falcons up in a better position for scoring. They hand this to Gurley, and he jumps his way into the end zone, so the Falcons do get a touchdown.
Touchdown, Falcons.
So it was a fumble on the first possession that the Seahawks recovered, then 2 interceptions after that. Finally, they get a touchdown.
The game at 7. Sterling Hochrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Oh, he hurdles one, then gets dropped by the other.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And as we mentioned, Ryan's showing so far that he does not want to join the list of defeated teams. Those first couple possessions, though, it looks like the opposite. It looked like he wanted to join that list. But he still can. He's not out of the water yet. He has to have the lead. His team has to have the lead when that final whistle blows in the 4th quarter of play. As that brings us to the 2-minute warning, and we're all tied up at 7. And this, where they're at, where the Seahawks are at right now, this is the danger zone, I like to call it. As if you turn the ball over in here, then could result in a score. And we will have to see a punt here out of Seattle. So they could not get it. And they punt. There's the return, and he's dropped.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
What's up, dude?
48-yard line.
So Ryan has the ball back, and he has 1:48 to try to score some points. Like we said, this team is 2-0. And it's intercepted! Where's that team that's 2-0? They blew out their first 2 opponents of the season, and here in week 3, that's the 3rd interception Atlanta's thrown in this game. Obviously, the first possession resulted in a fumble that Seattle recovered. Pass is incomplete, intended for the tight end Olsen. And meanwhile, Russell Wilson is trying to make Matt Ryan join that list of defeated teams. If Seattle wins this game, they would advance to 2-1, and that would make the Falcons fall 2-1 of the season.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
And Ryan made it clear he's not ready to join that list just yet. Meanwhile, what a catch by Lockett there.
Tyler Lockett. kid. And that's good for a Seahawks.
And the Seahawks are in the red zone to try to score some points before half. Flips it to Chris Carson, and it's incomplete.
Wilson's pass, intended for Chris Carson, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Pass is intercepted by the Falcons. Here he goes. And the Falcons will take the lead before halftime. That is the 2-0 team we are talking about right there. Koo to kick the extra point. And Seattle is in danger of becoming 1-2 to start the season.
14, Seahawks 7. DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
From their own 23, Wilson threw the pick last time out, but he'll go back to work. Over the middle, pass is caught. And your best decision be send this to half, try to tie the game coming out of the locker room, and try to get the lead. They had the lead at the end of the first. They lost it when the Falcons tied. And now the Falcons are leading as time expires here in the second. So 14-7 after the first half, and here we go for the second half. And Julio Jones would have been credited with one of those touchdowns, but unfortunately there was 12 men on the field when he broke all them tackles and got into the end zone, so it didn't count. Well, Jones says he knows Ryan will throw to him. He's just got to be open. And here's an example of Ryan throwing to him, and I think he has the, no, he's shy.
Ryan's pass
2nd and inches.
to Julio Jones. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
Ryan throwing towards Jones. Jones can't break free of the tackles, but nice catch there.
Jones. That's good for a Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ryan hands it to Gurley, and he's dropped.
Number 20, the ball.
What a rush return there.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The former LA Ram, Todd Gurley, with the run.
Todd Gurley.
Speaking of that, his former team just played. And a quick look at that. The Rams delivered the Dolphins a heartbreaking loss, 38-36. That knocked the Dolphins down to 0-3 and the Rams to 2-1 of the year. Dolphins made it 36-32. Rams took the ball down the field and got the game-winning touchdown and extra point.
At the 37-yard line.
Meanwhile, a quick catch and run there by Hurst.
Ryan's pass complete to Hayden Hurst.
Now Ryan.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Ryan is intercepted again.
Ryan's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
That's a quick catch by Carson.
Wilson's pass.
It is dropped.
Complete to Chris Carson. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Batted away and incomplete, intended for
Wilson's
Olsen.
Pass intended for Greg Olsen. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And he's sacked.
Tyler Davison. Russell Wilson sacked. A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3 and out.
3 and out for the Seahawks, and the Falcons got to figure out how to get it going.
The Falcons
Ryan
take
is
over
struggling.
1st and 10 on the
And
Seahawks 47-yard line.
He's just trying to figure it out here. As time will expire in the 3rd.
The ball carrier taken down at the 41. A 6-yard
And it's still 14-7, so no score in the 3rd quarter for either side. There could have been multiple times where the Falcons could have scored. Instead, they didn't. Catch by Julio Jones. And that puts him in field goal range to at least make this a 10-point game.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ryan looking, pass is intercepted.
Andre Diggs. Ryan's pass intercepted.
And Ryan is struggling.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wilson gets the ball back. He's going to go back to work. Big pass here. Passes caught by Lockett. What a catch. He's still on his feet, and to the house he goes for the score. What a... We got to look at that again. What a freaking catch. Look at this. Look at this. Boom. Lock it, and he just breaks free of all them tackles for the score.
Touchdown Seahawks. Jason Myers for the extra point.
So this to tie it at 14. And it should be interesting from there.
The kick is good. That ties the game.
One play, 80 yards and a score.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Myers to kick
Seattle.
away, and now the Falcons know that they have to score. Because if they don't, the game could go to overtime, or Seattle could score and win the game.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Ryan is confident in himself. He's staying out. The coach is leaving him out, and there's a catch by Julio Jones for a 1st down.
Julio Jones. That's good for a Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I don't think I'd do anything too crazy yet. Still got plenty of time on the clock.
That's good for a Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ryan looking, pass is hauled in by Ridley, and he's going to get a touchdown. So the Falcons will take the lead right back.
Touchdown Falcons.
So was that what the Falcons needed to score?
The kick is good.
They threw all them interceptions. They get the lead back.
Seahawks 14.
And here's the kickoff, and Seattle will return this.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Wilson. And you gotta think about this though. You never know. These teams could see each other again, rather it be in the regular season or even in the playoffs.
For us Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
If this was a playoff game, this would be a pretty interesting playoff game. Meanwhile, Metcalf can't haul it in.
Pass intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
Wilson looking. He's going to fire. Passes. Almost intercepted, but they couldn't intercept it.
Intended for Greg Olsen.
That would have helped out the Falcons getting the takeaway
Brings
there.
up 3rd down and 10.
Wilson fires. Pass caught. Olsen. 1st down.
Greg Olsen.
And if you're the Falcons, you need to start to panic at this point. Even though it would tie the game and at least look at an overtime finish, you better get scared, because if they do tie the game and take it to overtime, they could win the game in overtime. And that makes you 2-1 and you join the list of defeated teams. That also would make the Seahawks 2-1 and they would be in a better position. Pass is incomplete for Olsen.
Wilson's pass
2nd and 10.
intended for Greg Olsen. Incomplete.
2:23 remains in the 4th quarter. And tomorrow... Oh, it's intercepted. We'll have to hold that thought for a sec. Tomorrow we got the Browns, Saints, Cardinals and Colts, Patriots and Giants in prime time. That will open up prime time, Patriots and Giants. And the Steelers and Jets will close out prime time.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So Matt Ryan's back out there, and that interception could actually help them. 7 turnovers for Atlanta, 3 for Seattle. They hand it to Gurley, and he gets free, and they're going to have a touchdown out of this. Right before the 2-minute warning. So I think Ryan is starting to wake up here.
Falcons.
You got to run the ball more than throw it. That's how you win games.
Is good.
And